So I bought a mortar just now. A mortar being another option to use when you've got opponents hiding in buildings, hiding behind walls, and you want to dislodge them without doing anything drastic like buying a tank and squishing everything. I don't want to squish everything, that's too much. So I gotta give him credit for putting a lot of pressure on the middle, always moving in infantry and stuff, but I think he would be better off if he was attacking me also on the left, fighting on two fronts, I think. Something that people have to master. Right now I'm taking the machine gun off of the Type 92. A lot of vehicles have machine guns that you can remove, especially tanks and light vehicles like this, so now my mortar, you see, is coming down, and my ally sent in a flamethrower who is doing fantastic. My ally is, he's pretty good with flamethrowers. I myself am horrible with flamethrowers. I don't even bother buying them. I really like what they do, but I'm just really bad with them. Pretty much the only time I get flamethrowers is when, engine destroyed that. And that's what happens when a flamethrower vehicle explodes. Pretty impressive, isn't it? Look at that. Look at all that smoke. Whoa. See, that's a Type 92. COWTF. I type, is that your truck? Yes, it's his truck. My ally at some point in the game manages to lose a Type 92. They steal it, and then it shows up and wrecks my shit. Okay, look at that. I am incredibly lucky he did not go for my mortar, because he could easily have destroyed my mortar. I am typing, you are damn lucky it missed my mortar. Yeah, I would have been pissed if my ally's vehicle stolen by the enemy had taken out my mortar. That would just not be good. See, I pretty much only buy flamethrowers when I buy Soviet assault infantry. One of those 6 guys comes with a flamethrower, and then I use them, see if I can do some damage, but I'm just not so good with flamethrowers, which is a shame because flamethrowers are very, very cost effective. They can kill anything in the game. Long enough flames on a tank will set the engine on fire, and more importantly, they can roast infantry. Just one quick burst of flame and a whole infantry squad goes up in smoke. Sort of like a machine gun can mow down a whole infantry squad with one burst of machine gun fire. Waltzing Matilda. Oh, that's because that British tank was a Matilda and just got owned by this Japanese heavy tank that my ally has bought because I guess he wanted a heavy tank. That's the decision he made. So I bought a medium tank, or I guess that's a super light tank, mostly just because I want to fight off that Type 92 that the British stole. Because if that shows up, I don't want that molesting my mortar. I don't want that mowing down all my people. And you know what? It can't hurt a light tank because it's just got machine guns. So I figure my light tank is going to stand up really well against that. And of course, it also serves the secondary purpose of replacing my dead Type 92, which I was using to cover my infantry and provide fire support. And now I'm watching this guy apply bandages to his head. That's enjoyable. That's something to do in Men of War if you're ever bored. Don't see why you'd be bored. Type 99's own, my ally says, which only underscores the grievous mistake he made in losing it to the enemy. Type 99, more like Type 95. Yes, very true. So you saw that. I sent in 3 people, and immediately they came up against like 6 people all in a line. So very quickly I retreated, and now my mortar's shelling them. 3 of them are dead, and I moved my tank up to... If you ever see an overmatch shaping up like that, you see something like that happening, do not be afraid just to run the heck away. Take it on with something better. My tank is being an idiot. I'm in direct control. I'm being stupid. I get very lucky that this Tetrarch missed. I shoot it through, or this, that's not a Tetrarch, that's a, God, what's it called? In any case, I threw a Molotov at it, and that managed to kill it. Daimler, Mark 1, armored car. That's an armored car. And it's dead. It's a T-17 armored car, I think? I don't know. But it's dead. I got very lucky that it missed its first shot, and but thankfully one of my submachine gunners had the presence of mind to nail it with Molotov cocktail. And that was an AT grenade. I used it to take out that wall so that I could kill those people, or so that my ally could kill those people with flames, but that didn't quite work out. What did happen was my mortar landed. I managed to lure them in by taking out that wall, and that just made them easy pickings for my mortar. Mortar having been more than good used thingy stuff. Probably not my most eloquent moment right there, but yeah, you saw I tossed a grenade, and that plus my tank plus my mortar means those people couldn't hide behind that thing. So here I see a rocket launcher infantry, and I'm scared of him, so I'm just firing at him from max range with my tank and hoping to kill him before he gets close enough to hurt my tank. But it looks like he's dead. My opponent moved him up. So there's a Piat, and here's another good thing to do. Always steal rocket launchers like that. Steal a Piat or steal a Panzerschreck, and not only steal it, but steal the ammo from the dead body. Just click that little arrow, move all their inventory over. you never know when those will come in handy. The Germans are very nice for this, or fighting the Germans are very nice for this, because a lot of their people come with Panzerfausts. Those are one-time use things. You can pick those up. Those are very good. But Panzerschrecks, Panzer anything, bazooka anything, always steal those. Those are very, very cost-effective because you can take out a tank with them. And you never know when it'll come in handy. It's not like it makes your infantry worse at anything. I mean, they can still use their existing gun. So, good job by the opponent here moving in an incursion to try and take out my mortar. You see I laid down some sandbags to give it some cover until my tank could show up and solve the problem. But my tank refused to fire, and he's still refusing to fire. So I drive him up, and now he finally fires, but he managed to get a grenade into my mortar. So I purchased tank crewmen, and I send them to the mortar, because that is what tank crewmen are good for. Tank crewmen are good for everything. There's nothing a tank crewman can't do. I don't even want to hear you say there's something a tank crewman can't do, because they can do everything. So there's some enemy assault infantry. British assault infantry are funny. They carry pretty much Tommy guns is mostly what they carry, because all the British guns suck. Yeah, I mean, the Sten, I mean, come on. The Sten is just like a tube that fires bullets. I just narrowly dodged that AT grenade. That was a close. And my ally sending in another one of those flamethrower things. And this time roasting some more people. Hopefully it'll get killed and then it'll explode again, because I always like watching that. That guy ran up to me and tried to kill me, but he was on fire, so that didn't work. I'm also a tank, so that also wouldn't work. Oop, Archer. That's a tank destroy. Ooh, yay, my wish comes true. Someone, our opponent just typed, I hate flamers and mortars, and that's understandable. Flamers and mortars are two of the hardest things to get used to fighting in a Men of War. I mean, like, versus an enemy tank or something, you can always get lucky and own it, like with a shot from the side or the rear, as I'm about to do to this Archer. No, I missed. Kaboom, turret destroyed, so I can still fire. I'm rotating my vehicle, indirect control, it's not working, I'm owned. So yeah, I tried to get lucky and get the Archer, but the Archer got me. But the flamethrowers and mortars are two things that give people a lot of trouble, because mortars are just, you have to fight them on the opponent's terms. A mortar starts shelling you and you don't have a lot of options. You pretty much have to attack the mortar and take it out, no matter what the cost. And flamers are tough because for a while they were bugged. They didn't reveal themselves when they fired, so they could be hiding in a bush, they'd fire, and the AI would not realize they're in the bush. But they fixed that, I believe. But they're still annoying because they can do so much damage in one quick little burst. Look at this tank driving in. And oh, here's a good tactic. Crush guns like this. That was a mortar. He just drove right over the mortar. And you can do that to all sorts of things. Not really with AT guns. I think they're a bit too resilient. But very light crew serve weapons, if you don't have a chance to steal it, just crush it. Boom. And we win.